What's up, guys? This is Rumsey. I'm just gonna talk about Bayonetta for a little bit because she's causing all this drama right now, and honestly, some of you guys are just killing me with the way you're handling the situation. I understand that fighting Bayonetta can be frustrating, and I understand that what she's done to the meta at this point can be frustrating because she has Witch Time. That's no fun to get hit by. These early death combos, which is not something we're very used to. She's winning a lot of tournaments, and a lot of players who maybe weren't considered threats before, they're picking her up, and all of a sudden they're placing, and people don't like that. I get that. I do. That said, I mean, there's a few ways right off the bat, through things we have to consider that kind of make that not as unusual as we need to make it out to be. For one, she's a brand new character. That obviously comes with people being inexperienced in the matchup. That's obvious, right? We know that. Beyond that, she seems like a powerful character. From all the tools we can tell so far, she seems really strong. We've seen that combination before from a DLC. We can talk about Cloud, for instance, who, to a lesser extent, sort of shook things up when he came in. And people were talking about how anyone can have a day one Cloud, and he's anyone's pocket. He's easy to use. He's so good. And Cloud's actually, even to a much lesser extent, because he doesn't do anything radically different from other characters in the game. He just sort of is really good and was new, so people don't know how to fight him. I mean, with Bayonetta, she's sort of redefining the boundaries of Super Smash Bros. She has all this setups and things that we've never seen out of any character in this series before. So it's amplified quite a bit because everyone's way behind the curve in understanding how to counteract things that she does. Going back through the Smash series, we've sort of had things like this before, where something like, for example, in Smash 4, if you came from a Brawl background, you weren't used to a character like, for example, Zero Suit being able to up air you, a rogue up air at a certain percent, and that can lead into a kill combo right off the bat. Or Meta Knight having one of the most consistent death combos in the game, at least pre-patch. And people did complain a lot about both these characters, especially Zero Suit. And even before the patch, those kind of things, they started to settle down because people understood what they're looking for. They understood what these characters need to initiate one of these setups and learn how to play around it. Grabs, that goes way back. I mean, we talk about Melee, Brawl, and this game. There are grab setups that can lead to death right off the bat or huge damage. And again, it's always frustrating at first. But people have gotten really fucking good at not getting grabbed in those matches at this point because they've played them so much. They know exactly what they need to avoid, and they play around it. Now, Bayonetta, I think it's taken us a little bit longer for a couple of reasons. One being that she has a pretty big variety in ways that she can set up. Like she can set up these death combos, right? And on top of that, they aren't necessarily things that we've seen before. For example, look at like the dive kick. We've never seen a character who can initiate a death combo or a big damaging combo from a hitbox at that angle. And even now, you see players all the time just getting hit by raw dive kicks in neutral because they just weren't ready for that option. We aren't used to it yet. And then, of course, Witch Twist being a 4-frame out-of-shield move that can lead to death combos from a certain percent. That's throwing people off as well. We are not used to that. We've never seen that before. And then she can set up from side B and things like that. And that's a little more familiar, a little more like a dash attack. But anyways, I'm trying to say is that it's not just one thing you have to watch out for. So people are not quite used to it yet. I get that. That said, have we really done our due diligence yet in this matchup and really learned everything about it to be able to sit here and make claims like this character is broken or this character needs to be banned or she's unhealthy for the meta? We haven't. I mean, honestly, have any of you sat down and labbed out what your optimal punish on any of these moves are? Have any of you, do you know what to do if she down tilts her shield? Do you know what to do if she dive kicks her shield? Have you drilled, and I mean drilled, spot dodging dive kick on reaction so she doesn't get that bounce and you can punish? Do you know what to do when side B makes contact with your shield? I'm guessing the answer is you haven't you haven't labbed it out. Even I know as a 0-2 player, when Savvy touches my shield, I should be on reaction every time. There's nothing she can do about it. And even I miss it because it's not muscle memory yet. Even knowing that, I still mess it up because I haven't labbed it out. I haven't practiced it, and she's still so new. It's not like I have months or years of muscle memory to go off of. I need to practice it. I'm not out here slaying top Bayonetta players, but I'm not claiming she's broken either. I haven't put in the work yet. I mean, I'm notoriously bad against Diddy, or at least I was, and I wrote out tables of certain interactions, what to do when a banana hits my shield, for example, and what's my optimal punish on everything he can do on shield. What should I do on hit for certain things when he hits me? Like, you have to put in the work if you want to beat people. I don't know why people are expecting, like, to get spoon-fed wins over a brand new character doing strange things that we're not used to. It's not going to come easy. You're going to have to practice it. Eventually, maybe, if it turns out there is counterplay for this character, once we get used to it, then I'm sure you're going to see her fall back down. In 6 months to a year, if that hasn't happened, nothing's slowed down, and she's still dominating the scene, okay, maybe it might be time to start talking ban, or if it hasn't been patched by then, whatever. But I think it's just it's a culture of just wanting everything easy. Work for it, man. You want to win, you don't like Bayonetta? Learn how to beat her, and do it the hard way, because it's not going to fall out of the sky. You can't wish away every tough matchup. And I know 95% of the people complaining about her are losing a lot in tournament, and it has nothing to do with Bayonetta. You can't wish away those matchups, so no need to talk about a Bayonetta ban. Let's get it figured out. Let's put in the work. Just look at all the tech out there that we're not doing. Like, it's hilarious to me how, like, talking about DIing Bayonetta's combos has become like a meme at this point. People just laugh it off. Like, no, you can DI out of her combos. You can at least make her have to react in a very tight window. Or you can SDI out in general and make it impossible. We've seen these Japanese vines of players just super SDIing out of Witch Twist, and she can't do anything about it. So that's out there. You haven't practiced it. Why are you complaining? This stuff is out there. If somebody's implemented all of that and they've put in all this work and they're still getting busted by Bayonetta players, maybe we have a problem. But until then, I see no issue. Like, man up, learn your shit, learn how to fight this character, and then you can start talking. Until then, I really don't want to hear it. It's getting ridiculous. I'm so disappointed seeing this kind of thing every time. I mean, like, people complain so much. What is that doing for you? Sure, it might get patched out eventually, but in the meantime, I don't know about you, I don't want to wait for them to place well. I want to place well now, and to do that, I need to do my homework. That's what I'm gonna do. If you want to overcome this, that these Bayonettas are killing you, that's what you gotta do. Otherwise, you have no room to talk. You have no ground to stand on. That's all I got.